Hey friends, today we're going to talk about foundations, my favorite foundations, and why I love them. I'm obsessed with foundation. Foundation is probably like my favorite makeup product, along with lashes and lipstick, but we're talking about foundations today. I do have skin on the drier side. It's dry to normal, just in case you were wondering, but let's get into it. So first, I am going to talk about probably a really popular foundation. Probably everyone wore this like at some point in their life. Maybe, I don't know. But it is MAC Studio Fix Foundation. Yeah, where do I start? So I got this foundation when I was in high school. When I first started getting into makeup, I was like obsessed with MAC. Like this was the foundation to have, and for a good reason. It's just a classic. I think really any skin type can wear it. It's more on the matte side, so I don't really wear it when I have like super dry skin, but I do love this foundation because it has good coverage. It makes my makeup look super smooth, my face looks super smooth. It doesn't like cake on for me. I have heard that people like break out with this foundation, but luckily for me it doesn't happen. But I would definitely, if you wanted to try this foundation, get a sample from MAC first, or have someone at MAC do it for you first, just so you could wear it and see how you like it. Actually, that goes for all of the foundations. Get a sample first. But also along with that one, I like the Pro Longwear foundation by MAC. I tried this for the first time recently, and they're kind of the same. I don't see like a huge difference between these two, but I really love both of them. So, I mean, you could probably ask a MAC artist like what's the like real difference between these, because I don't know. But yeah. So, I love the Studio Fix in powder foundation form. This is what it looks like. I mean, just a basic compact, but I love to just like put this in my purse. Sometimes my makeup like fades away like around my nose, like it gets redness, so I just like to pull this out and like put a little more foundation right here, or like on my chin area, just like throughout the day if I need it. So it's really good for that. Sometimes I use it for a setting powder, but you can just use this on its own. I don't normally do that just because my skin is dry and this is a powder, so I don't want to like add more like dryness to it. But if you do want to use this just like as a foundation on its own, I usually will just like get the little sponge and like put it on the spots that like it needs to be, and then I'll like spray myself with Fix Plus just so it's not super like dry and I get that moisture back into it. I also saw on like the MAC Instagram that they sprayed this with Fix Plus and then use it like as like a cream foundation. I haven't tried it, but if you want to try that, let me know how it goes. Next is the Makeup Forever HD is the Makeup Forever HD foundation. I became obsessed with this foundation when I started aesthetics school. It's all I use. I bought like 6 of them to put in my makeup kit because I just loved it that much. This is what I used when I went to go do people's makeup. I just loved it. I think it's just like a good all-around like foundation for like any type of skin. It has a lot of colors just like the MAC one does. I love this foundation. I hadn't used it for like a few years. Not a few years. I hadn't used it for like a year or so, but I finally brought it back out and I'm like, yes, why did I stop using this? But also along with that is the Makeup Forever HD Stick Foundation. I was hesitant to use this because I had never like used a stick foundation before. But I saw people using it in their tutorials, everyone like crying about how good it was. Just kidding, they weren't crying, but just like everyone talking about how good this was. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try it. And I love it way more than the liquid one. But yeah, it's just, I mean, I'm almost out. This is probably like my second or third one, but I can't even like roll it up anymore. But it's just easy because you can just apply it straight to your face and it blends out so good. You don't even have to use like a bunch of like swipes, and it does last a long time. I was scared that like using a stick foundation I'd run out like that, and like this is like $40-ish, so I didn't want to like use this within a month and then like not have anything left, but it does. And then once it gets to the bottom like this, I like still get like a makeup tool and like scoop it out until there's none, because I'm not wasting any foundation. But yes, out of these two, I would recommend this one for drier skin and this one for like normal-ish skin, like normal to like oily skin, because this one is super like creamy and I think it's dewy. For me it is. But yeah, I feel like they both have a lot of coverage. They're both really good. I love these. Okay, my next foundation is NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. I had to read the back because that's a long name. But this is my dry skin dream. Super full coverage for being a luminous foundation. It does last a long time. It makes my skin look really, really super glowy. I think it's just beautiful. If I want like a more natural, less matte look, I go for this one. I think it's just gorgeous on my skin. I've never tried it like on someone with oily skin, so I don't know how it would work, but for me, when I have dry skin, like I definitely go to this one. I just think it's so pretty, and even if if I'm not having like dry skin, like I'll use this and just put a little bit of setting powder and it still just looks gorgeous throughout the day. I'm almost out of this one and I want to go buy another one, but NARS just came out with a new I know NARS just came out with another foundation. I don't know what it's called. It's called like I don't know, but I think it's kind of like this one. So I think I'm going to try that one next because I've heard a lot of good things about that one. So I'm sorry, I don't remember what it's called. Yeah, I heard a lot of good things about that one, so I do want to try that one next. Last but not least, this is a drugstore foundation. First of all, I hate the word drugstore. Like, I hate when people call makeup that. I mean, I guess technically you can get it at a drugstore, but like, do you ever like really like say like, hey, I'm going to the drugstore? No, you say I'm going to CVS, I'm going to Target, like whatever. Anyways, this is a drugstore affordable foundation. It is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. This reminds me a lot of the NARS one, except it is a lot cheaper. It's probably like $11 and this is like 40 something dollars. So definitely saving your money with this one. I probably use this the most. This is probably one of like my favorite out of all of them. I just love the way this makes my skin look. It makes my skin look super fresh, super dewy. I could use this when I'm dry or normal. It's just so pretty. They do have like a matte version of this that I haven't tried, but I want to try. I'm just like obsessed with this one though. This one has really good coverage. It blends out really well. You don't have to use a lot, and it does stay for a really long time. It says 24-hour foundation. I mean, that's kind of pushing it, but it does last for a drugstore foundation. When it comes to foundation, I think it's really important to invest in a good foundation that you really love. I know foundations can get expensive, but I think that's one makeup product that definitely is worth the money. I mean, you saw I had all these like higher end foundations and then one drugstore foundation. I also haven't tried a bunch of drugstore foundations, so if you have any favorites, let me know. But I do tend to stick to like Sephora and MAC for foundations just because I know I'm gonna get the quality that I want. A foundation sets the mood for like the rest of your face. I mean, I could go out with like my eyelash falling off and like my lipstick all smeared, but if I have like a good base, someone will be like, oh my gosh, your makeup's so pretty, and I'm like, girl, I did this in 5 minutes. But you know, I definitely think that foundation is worth investing in. Definitely go to Sephora or MAC, ask for samples. Don't be scared to do that. I think they'd rather have you try 5 different samples than to keep bringing back foundations that you didn't like. They usually give you enough in a sample for like 2 or 3 wears, so definitely take advantage of that. Wear it for a couple of days. Make sure that you like a foundation before you buy it. And in case anyone's wondering, I'm wearing Studio Fix today. Okay, that is it for now. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have any questions, let me know. Let me know your favorite foundations. I do love to try foundations, even if it's just a sample at Sephora. Like, I do just love trying different things and seeing what I like. I do want to try the Fenty foundation and the new NARS one that I was talking about. That'll probably be like my next couple purchases in foundations, so I'll let you know how I like those. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
Definitely subscribe. I think it's just beautiful. I think it's just gorgeous on my skin. I just think it's so pretty. It is very good coverage, like super full coverage.